guys, I am on my way to check out that Mitsubishi FUSO that had that huge engine knock. Apparently, they took and they changed the engine onto it, and now there's a DPF issue. So I think it just has to go into regen mode personally. But we're gonna go check it out and see if we can't confirm and fix the client's concern. So apologies guys for now. When I get there, I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so back on the Hino. Apparently the car, I thought it was going to be a DPF issue, but really it's the car is not starting whatsoever. So I cranked it over. I'll show you guys that after. Right now what I'm doing quickly is just going to get a container and we're going to check and see if we have fuel coming from the fuel tank. It's leaking out, but I want to make sure that we have some pressure. From there, we are going to have to make sure that the fuel is coming out of the, over here, make sure that the fuel is coming out of the filter. I want to eliminate all that first before I go any further onto this, because personally, he was driving it and it just died, from what I understand. So let's go ahead, do some basic checks, make sure that we have fuel that's coming out, and then we'll go from there. Vas-y. Okay, c'est bon. C'est bon. Ferme ça. Alright, so as you guys just seen, we had fuel that was coming out within about 30 seconds. I almost filled 4 liters, so I'm pretty sure that the pump is fine. Now we're going to make sure that we have fuel coming out of the filter, and then we got to check and make sure that from there we have fuel coming all the way up to the engine, which is over here. And then from there we're going to see why this guy's not starting. Oh, Okay, so tu peux tourner la vie. So now we're going to check the out. I don't have any hoses, so we're going to do it like this. Okay, tu peux help me. So we have fuel that is coming out, so that is always a good sign. Now we got to make sure that we have fuel that's going to be going up to the engine. So we're going to have to lift the engine up a little bit, get to the connectors that are back there, and hope that we have fuel going up to the engine at that point. Then from there we're going to have to check our injectors, make sure that there's no issue there. Oh, all right, there we go. So, celui-là est bon. Merci. C'est ça. So from this point right here, we know that our filter is good. So from that point, we need to check all the fuel up at the top of the engine. So I'm gonna have to flip this guy up and go from there. So give me a minute. All right, so since we had fuel coming out the back, the owner of the vehicle was actually just going around, and he noticed that there was a leak coming from the high pressure fuel pump on this end. So we're gonna fix that before we go any further, that is for sure. We also have to make sure that our high pressure fuel pump has fuel coming into it, which is going to be this guy, or diesel if you want. And then from there, we got to make sure that we have fuel coming out of it. Now, it's dangerous to do this if you don't have the proper tools, because technically I should have a line from here to here. All right, and with that, I should have a T into it so I can measure the amount of the fuel coming out. But I am not equipped for diesel vehicles, so I'm going to try my best to do this without endangering anybody. Okay, the last thing we want is for a vehicle to catch on fire, that's for sure. And yeah, so that's going to be my plan of attack right now. So I'm going to make sure that I have fuel coming here, but since I'm leaking here, I'm pretty sure that I have fuel coming in. All right, so but if I have a leak, I think that's why my fuel pump in the back is actually running constantly, because it's not able to attain the proper pressures. If I had a scanner for this, it would be great, but I don't. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do to get this truck running today. So I'll pause you guys and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so looking at the line, we went around and all I did was just take a 3/4 inch onto the fuel line, which one is right here, and one was up here. And all I did was I took and I checked for the, to see if they were tight basically. When I got to the bottom line, when I got to the bottom line down here, I didn't even take and put any force onto it, and I was able to unscrew it. So basically all the fuel pressure that was supposed to be built up into the line, it wasn't able to pressurize it. Because it wasn't able to pressurize it, my fuel injectors weren't getting the proper amount of fuel, which was causing the fuel start situation onto this vehicle. So, word of advice, word of caution, always make sure that you check all your fuel lines, and this one's an easy fix. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you can hear the engine, it sounds a lot better than what the previous engine did. So, have a good day, guys.